Subject, which is an important part of a sentence. Without subject, sentence may be there, but subject is being showing the what action is being done by the verb. So we have already discussed what is a subject. Now second one is a verb. I think we have studied verb when we were discussing parts of speeches. Still, verb is action indicating word or a word phrase. So verb is indicating the action of the sentence. Without verb, it is not possible to form a sentence. We can form a sentence without subject or without object, but we cannot form a sentence without a verb. So it means verb is a word or a word phrase which completes the meaning of the sentence. So when we talk about object, object is the person or a thing that receives the action of the verb. So what is the role of the object? Object's role is to receive the action. For example, he reads a book. In this sentence, a book is receiving the action of reading. And who is doing this action? He. So he is a subject. What action is being happening? Read. So read is a verb. And who is receiving the action? A book. So he is a subject, read is a verb, a book is a object. So when we talk about subject, verb and object, there is another concept related to the sentence, that is a helping verb. So what is the role of a helping verb? It adds functional or grammatical meaning to the clause in which it appears, so as to express tense, aspect, modality, voice, emphasis, and most important part of the helping verb, or most important concept related to the helping verb, is that it always accompany main verb. Means helping verb is most of the time used only with the main verb. So we are going to study the helping verbs. Which are helping verbs are there? So there are three types of basically helping verbs: to be's helping verbs, to do's helping verbs, and additional to that, which have their own meaning, that is modal auxiliary verbs. Students, when we talk about helping verbs, there are three types of helping verbs basically used to construct a sentence. That is the helping verbs of to be, which are generally used to sentence formation, particularly to indicate a tense. That is helping verbs, to be's helping verbs are used in present tense, past tense, or future tense. So am, is, are, have, has, have been, has been, these are used in present tense. Then was, were, had been, these are used in past tense. Then shall, will, shall be, shall have been, will have been, these are basically used in future tense. Then sometimes we have to use a helping verb, but helping verb is not used in a sentence. In such a condition, we have to take a help of the helping verbs of to do. We have to use do when first form of a verb is used. What is the first form of verb? First form of verb means present form of verb. Then sometimes we have to use does when s or es is added in a verb. Then sometimes we have to use did. For which condition we have to use did? When second form of the verb, that is the past form of the verb, is given. In such a condition, we have to use did for V2. We have another concept, that is V3, past participle. What is a past participle? Particularly this past participle form is used in a passive voice formation, and it is very much important one. The third one, which is related to the helping verb, that is a modal auxiliary. Modal auxiliary have its own meaning, its own functions, which we are going to study in a different video. For this, we have studied helping verbs, we have studied sentence formation, subject, verb, object. What is subject, what is verb, what is object, we have studied it. And another concept related to it, which is actually helping the verb, to complete the meaning sometimes, and that is helping verb. The helping verb of to be, the helping verb of to do we have studied, and the model auxiliaries which we are going to study afterwards.